The topic for today is colligative properties. First of all, we need to know its definition. Colligative properties are those properties which depends only on number of moles of solute or number of particles of solute. Or in easier terms, we can refer these colligative property to as democratic properties. For example, in democracy, if we see only one thing matters, that is number of votes, regardless of the gender, of the religion, of the age, we give importance only to one thing, that is number of votes, which decides the candidate's victory. In similar manner, colligative properties of solution are such type of properties which depends only on number of particles it is having, or number of moles of solutes. तो number of moles of solute के ऊपर depend करने वाली properties को कहा जाता है colligative properties. यहाँ हमें 4 तरह की colligative properties पढ़नी है, जिसमें सबसे पहले हम लेते हैं relative lowering of vapor pressure. Relative lowering of vapor pressure is a colligative property. Yes, it is. और उसी बात को अभी हम प्रूफ भी करेंगे और उसका फॉर्मूला भी डिराइव करेंगे. सबसे पहले we should know if we are taking a pure solvent and the pressure, vapor pressure of that pure solvent suppose is P0. Solvent के लिए generally हमने A use किया variable. So pure solvent के pressure को अगर हम symbolize करते हैं P0 A से, and when we add a non-volatile solute to it, then we are with a solution where we are using solvent in, and into that we are adding a non-volatile solute. So when we measure vapor pressure exerted due to pure solvent, suppose in container number 1 I am taking pure solvent, and pressure exerted due to vapors of these solvent on the walls of the container is called as vapor pressure exerted due to pure solvent, which is indicated as P0A. The pressure exerted on the walls of the container, which is due to vapors, is actually coming from, those vapors are actually coming from liquid phase. If we see liquid phase, liquid has a top surface layer. इस top surface layer पे सिर्फ वही molecules अपनी जगह बनाते हैं जिनकी काइनेटिक एनर्जी ज़्यादा होती है, दे आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू मेक वेपर्स. ये जो सरफेस के मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं, इनकी एनर्जी हायर है एज कम्पेयर टू द मॉलिक्यूल्स विच आर प्रेजेंट इनसाइड द लिक्विड. ये सरफेस के मॉलिक्यूल्स बहुत ज़्यादा एनर्जी होने के कारण वेपर बनाने की टेंडेंसी सबसे ज़्यादा रखते हैं. सो दे विल गो in vapor form, means they will decide the vapors, and that vapors will exert pressure on the walls of the container, which finally decides the P0A. If in a case of pure solvent we are measuring pressure, this is P0A. Now the thing is, if we are adding non-volatile solute, means now we are making a solution in which the solvent is added with solute. So now I am with a solution having two components, A as well as B, यानी solvent के साथ इसके अंदर solute भी मौजूद है. अब जब इसके अंदर solute भी मौजूद है तो उसने भी बराबर की जगह घेरनी है. Why? Because it's a homogeneous solution. So surface की layer पर जहाँ पहले only solvent molecules are present, now here I find few of the solute molecules also occupying the top layer, surface layer, having high kinetic energy. If in such a case I compare it with the previous case, surface पर solvent की molecules, high kinetic energy वाले molecules ज़्यादा थे, and now in this case surface पे solvent के molecules जो मैंने black color में दिखा रखे हैं वो कम हैं as compared to previous case. If we see solvent molecules number got decreased if I am taking a solutions phase, a solutions case. Now because the number of solvent molecules on top layer, on surface layer decreases, so number of vapors formed by them also decreased, hence pressure will also get lowered due to solution. as the solute we are choosing, which I am showing in green color molecules, the solute I have chosen here is non-volatile, so it won't be responsible for vapor form. इनकी वजह से vapor form में कोई contribution नहीं होगा. So all in all, vapor बनाने वाले molecules जो surface पे available हैं, उनकी counting कम हुई, vapors के content भी कम होगा, जिसकी वजह से vapor pressure भी कम होगा. तो इस solution के vapor pressure को हम symbolize करते हैं P. A. Why A? Because B component जो हमने लिया है यहाँ पे, that is non-volatile. और कोई भी non-volatile species, कोई भी non-volatile चीज़ pressure में कभी contribute नहीं करती. तो इस वक्त जो pressure यहाँ पे आने वाला है वो only and only due to component A है. That's why I am writing pressure of this solution. Vapor pressure of this solution is PA. प्योर सॉल्वेंट का प्रेशर कितना था, P नॉट A, और सोल्यूशन का प्रेशर कितना है, PA. If we measure, if we see this, we will definitely see that pressure becomes lowered. Initially pressure was P नॉट A, जो ज़्यादा था. After that pressure becomes less, जो कम मिला है मुझे यहाँ, हमने देखा भी है. तो इस पूरे फिनोमिना को हम ये कह सकते हैं that when we add a non-volatile solute to a solvent, its pressure become lowered from P naught A to PA. And how much lowering is there? We need to find out if we simply need to subtract these two, and here we get lowering of vapor pressure. This delta P is nothing but lowering of vapor pressure if I add a non-volatile solute to solvent. This lowering of vapor pressure, we found that it is a part of colligative property. How? If we see a formula that is delta P divided by P naught A. This delta P was, as discussed earlier, this delta P is lowering of vapor pressure. It is divided by pure pressure of a solvent when it is present pure. This term is called as relative lowering of vapor pressure, which I have written as a heading of the first colligative property. So this complete term gives me relative lowering of vapor pressure, which consists of, in numerator, which consists of lowering of vapor pressure divided by pressure exerted due to pure solvent. It is found to be equal to mole fraction of solute, that is B. This relative lowering of vapor pressure is a colligative property, and by definition it depends only on one thing, and that is mole fraction of solute. So mole fraction of solute means number of moles of solute, and what we have given the definition just now, हर उस property को colligative property कहा जाता है जो number of moles of solute पर depend करती हो, बस, nothing else. And same we are having here. Its formula shows me that relative lowering of vapor pressure depends only on mole fraction of solute, means nothing mole of solute, यानी ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ मोल ऑफ सोल्यूट पर डिपेंड करती है, इसीलिए हम रिलेटिव लोअरिंग ऑफ वेपर प्रेशर को एक कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी कहते हैं. नाउ फॉर न्यूमेरिकल पर्पस वी नीड टू नो डेल्टा पी बाय पी नॉट इज इक्वल्स टू XB. Let's open up this RHS side of the equation, that is XB. XB is NB, number of moles of solute, divided by Na plus NB. For dilute solution, if we are taking cases of dilute solution, we can do one thing. We can simply ignore number of moles of solute from denominator, and it will be approximately equal to NB divided by Na, as we are neglecting term NB from denominator, hence because it's very small as compared to Na, so it won't make up any difference to the calculation. So we are writing over here as NB upon Na. Let's open it now. NB is mass of, if we are opening the formula of number of moles of B, it is mass of solute B given in grams divided by its molar mass, and Na is mass of solvent Wa divided by its molar mass. So all in all, relative lowering of vapor pressure, which is P naught minus P divided by P naught, is given by Na upon Nb. We are going to use this formula for the numerical purposes to find out either lowering or relative lowering or any other variable can be asked from this equation. So here it's all about relative lowering of vapor pressure, which is a colligative property. Now to understand its numerical application, just take an example of a question. Suppose we are given with vapor pressure of pure water and its value is suppose given to us 17.51 millimeter Hgs at a particular temperature. And if we add sugar, which is a non-volatile solute, to this पर्टिकुलर सॉल्वेंट, जिस प्योर सॉल्वेंट का प्रेशर मुझे दे रखा है और ये प्योर सॉल्वेंट हमने वाटर लिया है, मीन्स पी नॉट इज गिवन टू अस दिस, एंड आफ्टर एडिंग नॉन वोलेटाइल सोल्यूट लाइक शुगर इनटू इट, वी गेट प्रेशर as we get lowering of vapor pressure, which is also given to us, and that is 0.0614, means we are given with lowering of pressure, we are given with pure pressure, and we can be asked number of things over here. First of all, what is relative lowering of vapor pressure? If I need to find out relative lowering of vapor pressure, means I should be with delta P by P naught. What is delta P? It's given to me 0.0614. What is P naught? It is also given to me in the same unit, 17.51. So simply solving it, I get 0.00351. This is relative lowering of vapor pressure. Second part, if I am asked mole fraction of solute, so this is nothing but equal to mole fraction of solute. As per the formula of this colligative property, delta P by P naught is equals to XB, which we have just calculated, 0.00351. This is mole fraction of solute. And third thing, I can be asked with mole fraction of solvent also. So solvent's mole fraction will be 1 minus 0.00351, and that will be nearly 0.9964. So 0.9964 will be mole fraction of solvent. So by simply using the formula that delta P by P naught is equals to mole fraction of solute, I can go for any variable. To be any variable which is unknown, we can find out that particular variable. And if we see the formula once again for one last time, delta P by P naught is equals to mole fraction of B. The actual practical usage of this particular colligative property or any other colligative property is very simple, that is finding out molar mass of unknown solute. इसको लैब में या आज की डेट में इंडस्ट्री में हम किस लिए यूज़ करते हैं? इफ़ वी नीड टू फाइंड आउट मोलर मास ऑफ एनी अननोन सोल्यूट which is of some commercial importance, we use this particular colligative property. Now if we see this opened up formula जो हमने सिर्फ relative lowering of vapor pressure में देखा है, अगर हम इस formula को देखें तो ये formula हमारे पास उसका RHS साइड ऐसे ओपन अप होता है. We'll be with सॉल्वेंट का मास, विल बी विद इट्स मोलर मास, विल बी विद सॉल्वेंट सोल्यूट कितने ग्राम हमने लिया है. हमें मोलर मास सोल्यूट का अगर नहीं पता तो डेल्टा पी बाय पी नॉट इज इक्वल्स टू दिस कंप्लीट फॉर्मूला, दिस कंप्लीट साइड. नाउ आई कैन easily find out molar mass of an unknown solute. So this is first colligative property, that is relative lowering of vapor pressure. Yeah, second colligative property which we are discussing is now elevation in boiling point. Elevation in boiling point by adding a non-volatile solute into a solvent. अब इसमें अगर हम देखें एक प्योर सॉल्वेंट, इफ वी आर चूजिंग अ प्योर सॉल्वेंट सपोज वाटर, तो इसमें हम अगर देखें कि प्योर सॉल्वेंट को जैसे मैंने मान लिया A, आई एम एडिंग B to it which is a non-volatile solute. It is going to form a solution that is AB homogeneous solution. अगर हम प्योर सॉल्वेंट का केस लें, उसके बॉइलिंग पॉइंट को कंपेयर करें उस सॉल्यूशन से जिसमें हमने इसी प्योर सॉल्वेंट के अंदर एक नॉन वोलेटाइल सोल्यूट डाला है. जैसा कि पिछली कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी लाइक रिलेटिव लोअरिंग ऑफ वेपर प्रेशर में देखा था, सिमिलर केस हम यहाँ देखेंगे. what happens if I add a non-volatile solute to a solvent? How does its boiling point get affected? उसको देखने के लिए पहले हम प्योर सॉल्वेंट के बॉइलिंग पॉइंट को फाइंड आउट करते हैं या ग्राफिकली उसको एक्सप्लेन करते हैं। मैंने यहाँ पर एक ग्राफ प्लॉट किया, वेपर प्रेशर वर्सेस इट्स टेम्परेचर। वी नो एज वी आर गोइंग टू इंक्रीज टेम्परेचर, वेपर pressure will also increase. To show that particular change in a solvent, I have drawn over here a graph AB. In this graph AB, we have shown how vapor pressure of a solvent increases if we increase temperature. Temperature is increasing, solvent ka vapor pressure also goes on higher side. And a time comes when vapor pressure of solvent becomes exactly equal to the atmospheric pressure. And this is the state when we call that boiling has achieved. Boiling point has achieved. Boiling start हो गई. तो boiling कब start होती है? जब solvent या किसी भी liquid जिसको आप boil कर रहे हैं उसका vapor pressure if becomes equal to atmospheric pressure, that particular temperature is called as its boiling point. So here TB naught is boiling point of pure solvent. What happens if I add a non-volatile solute to this solvent? We are with a solution. Now let's see the vapor pressure of the solution. We know, we have just discussed in previous slide, that if we add a non-volatile solute to a solvent, its vapor pressure becomes less. That's why the graph CD is at lower side of AB, downward side of AB. So this graph CD is clear indication of vapor pressure of a solution. Now see, as temperature is increasing, vapor pressure of solution also increases, and here it reaches to that particular pressure when its pressure becomes equal to atmospheric pressure, means this is the point where solution boiling starts. And if I find out this TB is its boiling point. So TB naught is boiling point of pure solvent. अकेला solvent जब मौजूद है उस वक्त उसकी boiling point को हम कहेंगे TB naught, and when we are taking solution, then its boiling point is TB. So it is clearly visible that the boiling point got elevated, and see the extent. I'm just labeling this extent. This is the change in boiling point, and since it's on higher side, so we say boiling point got elevated. This elevation in boiling point we can easily show in graph like this. TB naught minus TB is equal to delta TB. This is our next colligative property, and this is called as elevation in boiling point. So delta TB is our next colligative property. Here, to prove that it's a colligative property, first of all we see its formula or its dependency. It was found that delta TB is proportional to molality of the solution. To remove this proportionality sign and to bring in an equality sign, here we are introducing a constant which is called as molal elevation constant or ebuloscopic constant. So the equation becomes delta TB is equals to Kb into molality. Let's open up the RHS side. This is constant. Molality means what? Number of moles of solute divided by mass of solvent in kgs. Here Kb is a constant which depends only on solvent, so it's a constant. Weight of solvent taken, again it's a constant quantity. So all in all, delta TB depends on only one thing, that is number of solute particles or number of moles of solute. Hence it's again a colligative property. So इसका colligative property होना ये formula अपने आप में हमें clear कर देता है. So all in all, delta TB is equals to Kb into NB by WA, or Kb into molality, where Kb is ebuloscopic constant or molal elevation constant. If we need to see its numerical application, so a simple formula we are with, let's open it up. This formula is delta TB, which is elevation in boiling point, is equals to Kb into molality. Now if we are given with delta TB, if we are given with Kb, we can easily find out molar mass of an unknown solute by opening this molality term. If I need to open up this molality term, it will be number of moles of solute, which is Wa by its molar mass of obviously solute, divided by weight of solvent in kgs. Generally we put it in grams and then convert it over here in kgs. So This particular formula opening will help us to find out how we can find out molar mass of an unknown solute. We can easily take an example also. For example, we are with a case where molar elevation constant is being asked to us. Means I need to find out Kb. Any variable we can be asked using this formula. So I need to find out Kb. I am given with delta Tb and all these information. So by putting direct value to their respective places, we can simply find out Kb. Kb generally depends upon solvent, which is a constant thing. And in certain cases, we need to remember that Kb is, for example, for water, its value is 0.52 degrees centigrade per molal or degree Kelvin per molal. So this is elevation in boiling point. Few questions we need to do to understand the application of this colligative property formula, mainly for the unknown मोलर मास ऑफ द सोल्यूट. सोल्यूट के मोलर मास को निकालने के लिए ही इस प्रॉपर्टी को सबसे ज़्यादा हम यूज़ करने वाले हैं.